this team is going to be. I'm excited, man, for the defense because I think that's our strong point into the.
What's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and today's topic, man, we have some guys who went to the Sack Summit. We have a couple of Eagles that went to the Sack Summit. We had a couple of Eagles that went to the Sack Summit last year. It was Nolan Smith and Jalen Hunt, and it ain't the same two that went this year. But the Sack Summit, if you do not know, is where Max Crosby, some other well-known pass rushers go up there, pretty much teaching, teach moves. It's like a camp for edge rushers. You can learn a lot. You can learn a lot being there, and it's great to be there. So when I seen Nolan Smith and Jalen Hunt there, I felt like they can learn a lot and pretty much put that in their game. I feel like Jalen Hunt has done just that. Nolan Smith with the injuries and things, I think he just hadn't had a shot to show everything. He's due for a big year. So hopefully, what he did last year, what he heard or what he seen last year could help him. But we actually got a rookie in this one who went to this one this year. So we're gonna talk about that in the video. We also gonna talk about Tom Brady talks frustrations of having a diva receiver. We just dealt with an AJ Brown thing, and when he was on Jason Kelsey's Travis Kelsey's podcast, he actually explained what dealing with a receiver of a Jalen Brown, a AJ Brown, kind of receiver, how frustrating it actually is. So we're gonna watch that video. That's in the video. Just stay tuned. You'll see that video, and I'll give y'all my thoughts at the end of it. Quinyon Mitchell was actually being in a list with some of the best corners in the league, and I feel like they didn't give him his just due. And I think the knock on Quinyon Mitchell, I think a lot of people, well, what Darius Slay said that he thinks the knock on Quinyon Mitchell is that he doesn't get the turnovers, and I can get that. But I did say when I did my last video that I felt like if there's any cornerback that is better than Quinyon Mitchell as of right now, it will only be Patrick Surtain. So I got an interesting kind of conversation that we'll bring up in this video a little later on about that, and I got stats. So stay tuned. We got Fred Johnson, who has been mistaken for Jalen Carter. I didn't think about it until I heard it in this video, in which I will show. I didn't think about it. They do kind of look alike, similar. But I can tell them apart. They don't have to stand close to each other for me to tell them apart. But I guess some people, fans, just can't. So him and Jalen Carter did a video in which he cleared the air up, and he did that video, and somebody called him Jalen Carter right after that video. I got that here. I thought it was funny, so I showed it off. While we speaking on Jalen Carter, he did the ASL Ice Bucket Challenge, and for Chris Johnson, so he did the Ice Bucket Challenge, to kind of show support to Chris Johnson for the ASL battle he's going through as of right now, and to kind of bring awareness to that as well. I have that video, and BG talks about the struggles of a different offense for Jalen Hurts, and what he thinks the defense will look like this coming season. And we got the video for it, so we're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna give my opinion of where maybe some concerns, but as of right now, let's get into it. So, Sack Summit, Jalen Hunt actually went back, but he took the rookie, Keyshawn James Newby. This rookie, I felt like was like the last rookie of last year. Now we don't have that rookie from last year. It was like he had like 21 sacks or 22 sacks in 2 seasons or something like that. Really good production rookie. Keyshawn James Newby is the same kind, not the same kind of body type, none of that. He's a production sack master. Like everywhere he went, he had the production to be pointed out, to be the spotlight, the big time rusher. Him going to the Sack Summit, I think, only helps him with us not. I think we know who's going to play as our starters, but like Big Veggio said, man, he kind of want to see who takes those backup spots to the perceived starters. And I think that could be, he could fight for that spot. It's not really set in stone who's behind Grenard, who's behind Jalen Hunt or Nolan. Well, I guess either Nolan or Jalen Hunt will probably be behind those two. But you with a good rotation, you will probably want one more rusher who's solidified. But let's talk to Tom Brady. He pretty much, now he don't get into AJ Brown exactly. Don't bring up AJ Brown, but he talks all the wide receivers who kind of like their emotions check them out of games, and and sometimes their emotions just take them over the hill. This is what he said.
It's like Real Housewives of the NFL, and it's like it's the same script, and it's like over, and we just that position. It's like I almost want to like the psychology of receiver. I almost want to say like you're gonna catch 110 balls this year. Okay, you're 17 games. You're a great receiver. You're gonna catch 110 balls. One game you're gonna get 11, and one game you're gonna get 3. And the next game you're probably gonna get 11. Then you're gonna get 3. I can't have you like the happiest guy in the world when you catch 11 or the most miserable guy on the team when you catch 3. We got to look at it over the course of the year. You got to sustain because it is a lot of emotional energy that you put out to that position to go, come on, we got it. Come on, stay locked in. Let's go because I need you. Come on. And it's like that position takes away, if you have that volatile emotional output, it takes a lot of energy from a lot of people to keep that player really stable. So you got to like try to reframe it for them and just say, listen, like you may get 3, but you're going to get 11 or you might get 11. And then, 3, it's just the way it goes. Yeah. If they're doubling Travis, you ain't touching the ball. That's the reality. If they're butching you at the line of scrimmage with the defensive end and they've got, some ridiculous athlete over the top of you, but it frees it up for other people. Exactly. And you got to be cool with that. So,
yeah. I think the playmaker, Michael Irvin said it the best, man. It's different. You're out there by yourself. You're talking trash to the DBs. You know what I'm saying? And you want to kind of prove yourself to these DBs that you feel like can't guard you. And I think even Devontae Smith said it's just a different feeling. You get adrenaline rush when you are destroying a dude and he just don't want no more. He like please don't throw it over here no more. So I can see why receivers act the way they act. And I respect the receivers that can hone that in. You know what I'm saying? Talk your junk when you talk your junk. Understanding winning comes first. And then your accolades and things like that. Because at the end of the day, some of the greatest receivers, you look at the Randy Mosses, the Terrell Owens, these guys on the mountaintop, they up there. Is Jerry Rice, a long fall, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson. These guys, the Randy Mosses, the Calvin Johnsons, they ain't got no Super Bowl. They didn't win no Super Bowl. So, yeah, they were great receivers, and you're going to talk about them forever. But the one thing that Jerry Rice had over all those guys And yeah, they were freaks of nature. Those guys, I think physically, you can make an argument about who was better, you know what I'm saying? But when you talk about stats and you talk about what they've accomplished, Jerry Rice gonna always sit up there because of what he's accomplished, the accolades, team first. Like he got rings, and then he got everything else. If you look at Devontae Smith, he has a winning record. Like he has winning pedigree. And that is something you can't say about all the best receivers. He has winning pedigree in every level. High school, college, NFL. At every level, he has winning pedigree. So, I get that. Moving on. Quinyon Mitchell, since we talking receivers, Quinyon Mitchell is being penalized for being an Eagle. I think that's the best way to say it. He's being penalized for being an Eagle. Because the knock on Quinyon Mitchell is he don't get turnovers. He don't get regular season turnovers because he gets postseason turnovers. Right? We've seen him get. We got 3 picks in the postseason. He gets postseason turnovers, so you can't make that argument on that side. But I got some stats for you. I said that the only person that I would take over Quinyon Mitchell is probably Patrick Surtain, and I'm starting to rethink that because Patrick Surtain ain't far from how Quinyon Mitchell plays. Quinyon Mitchell breaks up balls. Now, in the playoffs, he gets the balls, he makes those catches. But mainly he's breaking balls up. You just don't you don't complete no passes here. Patrick Surtain is the same way. Those stats are so similar. And for him to be so far down off of Patrick Surtain shows favoritism. That's all it does. It shows favoritism. And I knew it the first time I commented on it. But this is the evidence. This is the evidence of favoritism. And that's just the league. That's just the league. He's an Eagle, and it's going to happen to him maybe his whole career. So, I don't even think Quinyon Mitchell too much care. He cared to play well every year, and that's the mindset you gotta have if you're gonna be a Philadelphia Eagle. If you're looking for those accolades, they might not come because you need other players and other teams to pretty much validate how good you are. And nobody likes us. Yeah, nobody likes us, and we don't care. But the accolades that come with it kind of makes our players look like they're not that great. So we also got Fred Johnson. Fred Johnson has been getting called Jalen Carter, and he's sick of it.
Jalen Carter. Fred Johnson. Jalen Carter. You the height difference, bro. God dang, if you see somebody tall as hell, it's me. All right, I'm not short as hell. If you see somebody shorter, it's him. I'm not Jalen Carter. See? I'm not Jalen. Look, I'm Fred Johnson.
Your name
It's Fred Johnson.
Your name.
It's not. It's Fred Johnson. We cousins. Fred Johnson. Jalen Carter. Please stop calling me Jalen Carter.
I know this one.
Oh, do you want to get in the mix?
Jalen Carter, and this is Fred Johnson.
He did it, and if you look at how he was talking about I'm gonna be taller, like it seems like he was a tidbit aggravated. Like he stopped an interview to correct people. Like these is kids. Like they gonna see who you are like in the face and be like, oh, that's Jalen Carter. And you went over there to correct him. I think that's so funny, man. I think it's so funny. But you know what? Since we on Jalen Carter, man, Jalen Carter did the ice bucket challenge, supporting Chris Johnson. He's supporting him with his battle with ASL. ALS. I'm sorry. ALS. And the bread man did his part.
Nominated for the ASL Ice Bucket Challenge for CJ2K. I nominate everybody that's out here watching, the Georgia Bulldogs that I play ball with, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go.
You know, this is a very sad story, man, with Chris Johnson. We've known him, and he was one of the best running backs, not just of his time. You know, like he said in an interview, it's only been five. I think it was in the time he did the 2,000 yards or 2,000 or was it 2,500 yards combined or something like that. It was only like five other running backs. I want to say five other running backs or eight other running backs that did it, and he was one of them. So you know he at the top of the class of running backs, very special talent. And I don't really know him as a person, but you never want to see this happen to really anybody. So all prayers go out to him. And it was cool to see Brad Man get in there to bring awareness to ALS, man. So uh Brandon Graham talked about with the offense what how people being against Jalen Hurts with the offense, and he really excited just to see how the defense rocked. You know what I'm saying? He looked it super excited, like he sounded excited. He looked excited. He sounded excited. So I'm just gonna put.
Jalen Hurts, man, he don't get enough credit for that because for us on defense, we have the same coordinator, and that helps going into the offseason. All he had to do is tweak certain things that he's seen from the film, and then we just continuously keep building, keep stacking. I know that they're going to have an even better year this year because, of course, we got the same players, majority of the same players. You got Zach Bond in the middle. We lost N'Kobe, who was a great leader on our defense, but I know a lot of guys like Jihad is going to step up because he had a good season last year, good rookie season. And so with Cooper is a baller, man. I mean, he's athletic, a guy that can adjust. He's a ball player, so I'm not worried about him. You get Jalen Carter in there, man. Ooh, this team.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that defense too, man. This defense is going to be absolutely I feel like they're gonna be dominant, man. They're gonna be really, really dominant. And so I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just like BG, man. So with this defense, the concerns that I would have is only who's backing who up. Kind of like what Vic Fangio said. We do need somebody at corner, like at least one corner we're okay with coming in for a couple of plays if something was to happen. Hopefully don't nothing happen. But if we stay healthy on defense all year long, this is a tough squad to beat. Jordan Davis is locked in when it comes to being a leader and helping guys. He said that it makes you want to do with Usar Bernard. It makes you want to do every rep perfect so he can see how the game works. Usar Bernard is going to be an explosive threat at D tackle. And I'm not expecting him to play this year. Honestly, I'm not even expecting him to play next year. But when he starts playing, I feel like it's just going to be it's going to be crazy to see how good he could be. The potential for this dude is straight out. Clint Hurt is one of the best D-line coaches, and he's working with this dude night and day. Not only is he working with this dude night and day, Mauro Dromo is working with this dude night and day. And Mauro Dromo is very, very smart. Everybody on the D-line feel like if they got any questions which pertains to, I hate to call him a geek or a nerd, but he's that kind of smart. You know what I'm saying? So they got any questions pertaining to anything, they ask Mauro Dromo. And Mauro Dromo is the person who called out that run in Denver. Was it Denver? I want to say Denver or the Cowgirls. One of them, I think it was the Cowgirls. They had a run, and Mauro Dromo called it out. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. But that's all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so y'all stop missing these videos. And we out. Let's go, Birds.